hamburger helper at home. Why? Because why not? Let's get to it. So first you're gonna need about 1/3 of an onion. Is that 1/3? We'll say that's 1/3. And you're just gonna chop that as finely as you can. In your pot, you're gonna add some oil. Then you're gonna be adding your onion. Then you're just gonna mix that up until it gets a translucent. Once this has gotten translucent, we are going to be adding our ground beef. I have a pound of ground beef here. You want juice? Make sure you break it up. At this point, you can add your seasonings and just measure with your heart. So I have Italian seasoning, paprika, garlic, and pepper. And I'm also going to be adding salt. And salt is just to your liking. Right now, we're just going to cook this ground beef a little bit. Also keep in mind when you're adding salt, go lightly because you are going to be going in with a broth. And usually broth have sodium if you're getting like no sodium. I'm going to be adding half of this container of tomato paste. I'm just going to mix that in. This recipe calls for beef broth, but I don't have beef broth, so we're going to be using chicken broth. And you're going to be adding 3 cups of this. Then it also calls for a cup of heavy cream. I don't have heavy cream right now, so what I'm going to be using is 3/4 cup of milk, and then I'm going to be using a tablespoon of flour. We're going to whisk this up. This is just a hack if you don't have heavy cream for any of your recipes. Once that is mixed up and there are no clumps in there, you can add it to your pot. This is what it's looking like. We're gonna be adding about a pound of pasta. I have 2 different kinds here, but I'm just gonna add them. Then you're just gonna let that cook down and let that pasta soften. While that is cooking, we're gonna be grating some cheddar. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. I'm using mild cheddar, so we're gonna be grating about 6 ounces of this. This is about as much as you're gonna need. Once it is done, we can add our cheese. And then at this point, you can add more salt if needed.